And welcome back to Who Would Win, the week of Who Would Win. I am currently nursing a headache that won't go away, but I can still at least cognitively do the Who Would Win. What if I might bump to tomorrow? But we'll see. It's not like super bad, it's not like a migraine, but it's there. I can feel it behind my eye. It's so annoying. But I can still do the Who Would Win. And so, this Who Would Win comes to us from 4 equal sign 3 comma apostrophe comma. If I got that right. Who asked the question? Who wins a fight? Batman, Bruce Wayne, versus Sephiria from Black Cat. Now, I did watch the anime version of Black Cat, which was a very condensed down version of the anime and very altered. The manga, and very altered, but it still genuinely got the gist of the series down. Now, Sephiria was basically the right hand of one of the villains, Creed Discus. He was psychotic, obsessed with the main character in almost like a weird romantic way. Sephiria was actually in love with him, though, or at least had feelings for him, but was also extremely capable in her own right. Really, though, she's her biggest, not claim to fames, but her biggest things going for her was, quite frankly, she was a skilled swordsman, a master swordsman, really. She could balance a glass on the tip of her sword, like a glass of water. Her sword was made of a material called orichalcum, which by all accounts is their world's version of something like vibranium or adamantium, a nigh indestructible metallic material that can be used for many different things if you know how to forge it right. Let me actually see here, orichalcum. But can I actually find the description of orichalcum here? Let's see here, orichalcum. I'm gonna just copy that and find somewhere else. But yeah, she was a master swordsman, even capable of dominating him in Creed in a fight, who was a master swordsman in his own right, with her own sheer abilities. If it wasn't for the fact he'd been enhanced through other means, she easily would have killed him. She has immense speed, moving faster than at least so fast that at least 3 after images are left behind when she moves. She specializes in lightning fast charges and strikes for deadly effect, and her body is genetically enhanced for mass regeneration. So I don't really need to go over Batman that much. Orichalcum, hold on. Orichalcum, Black Cat. Okay, what is orichalcum in the Black Cat world? Orichalcum, Black Cat. All right, let's see here. What does the wiki say about what orichalcum is? Orichalcum. Let's see. A super metal used by Chronos numbers, which is what like the main character Black Cat is. All their weapons are made out of this super metal. Is a super metal used by Chronos numbers to make their weapons. It's one of the strongest materials in existence, gives those with orichalcum weapons and armor a huge advantage over others. It's just a super, super strong, durable metal. That's all you need to know. So the question immediately becomes, could Batman best this person in a fight? Excuse me. Her skills are enough that she can fight mid to long range weapons, as long as they're not she's fighting missiles or something, because she can survive a lot, but she's not infallible. Batman turns a straight martial arts skill would definitely best her in a fight. His intelligence is also probably much higher. The problem comes with her superhuman enhancements. She can move fast enough to create after images. Batman is not that fast. He does have reaction time, though, to keep up with someone that fast, as he is able to dodge point-blank gunfire. So, and even with small caliber rounds, that's much faster than normal human moves. So, he can't move as fast as her in terms of raw speed. He can probably keep up with her in terms of a fight. The next problem he has to overcome is her sword. And really, that's the big problem he's got to overcome. It's her actual sword. That's going to be the biggest issue in the fight, because it's a metal that he probably is not familiar with, although DC World clearly has nigh indestructible metals of their own. Batman doesn't normally carry anything like that. Oh, excuse me. One of those things a headache does will make you tired. Batman doesn't normally carry over like super metals on him. At least not on his person. He probably has access to them if he needs them, but if we're talking about a initial confrontation, that sword is going to be a problem. His batarangs are going to get clipped, sliced in twain. His armor is only going to be able to handle so much of it. His armor is a special Kevlar mix. It's electric resistant, fire resistant, most low caliber bullet resistant, even taking some explosions. But if we're talking about in the concept of a durable metal that is super durable and has an edge to it, his armor is only going to be able to take so much damage before he's going to get killed and wounded and killed. And honestly, it's probably not even going to take much of the immediate slashes. It's probably durable enough to save him from a lethal strike the first time, but that's about as much leeway as I'm going to give him on that. The problem for her, though, is this is under the assumption that she's just a better fighter than he is. Batman is also a very skilled master swordsman in his own right. He doesn't normally carry a sword on him, although that would be cool to see him have like a couple batarangs that kind of like clip together and turn into like a bat sword. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, even if he had that, her sword's going to outmatch his. Now, granted, that it all depends on the disparity between metals in terms of durability. Or anything in terms of durability. Just because something is more durable doesn't inherently mean it's just going to cleave through something like butter. For example, adamantium is one of the strongest metals in Marvel. It is technically even stronger than vibranium, although if you get Antarctic vibranium, that's got vibrations that'll just melt adamantium. And it is technically stronger than Uru without being magically enhanced, but Uru technically is stronger than adamantium once you factor magic in. Point being, we're using adamantium for this example. Adamantium is super strong. It is nigh indestructible. It can cut through pretty much anything, but it's dependent on the level of thickness of the object and the amount of force you're applying to it. Wolverine, for example, can cut through steel doors. But if it's something like this, he's just going to slice right through it. But if it's something like that, yeah, he can get through it and carve it up, but it's going to take more effort on his part and more force that he's exerting. The point is, even though Batman's armor is probably weaker than the sword, if she's not able to exert enough force to actually cleave him in two, he could survive a couple hits from it. And because he is just a far better fighter, disarming her should not be, even though she is technically more physically enhanced than he is, it really is only coming down to speed and regenerative capability. She does not really have that much in terms of enhanced strength. She's got enough durability because of her accelerated healing, but she doesn't have enough the strength enhancement or the endurance enhancement that would really give her an edge over Batman in terms of the physicality department. All she's got over him is speed, and even though she's probably in terms of raw speed faster than him, in terms of reflexes, he can at least match her. So if she gets in close, he's immediately going to just disarm her, and then it just comes down to hand-to-end, assuming he just gets rid of the sword entirely out of the fight, which it's after dealing with her a little bit, he's definitely got to get rid of the sword. So he tosses off a roof or tosses it into the woods. Basically, he tosses it out of the line of sight. And then it's just a straight raw fight. Even though she's got better speed, he's got better reflexes and training, he's ultimately going to incapacitate her and beat her, I think. And he's going to knock her out. He can't kill her, A, because he's not going to kill her. But B, I don't really think he carries much on call to kill her, unless he's just going to dump all his plastic explosives on her head and then stab her in the face and then blow it up. Which, no, that'd be kind of raw, but in theory. I guess there's a version of Batman who might go completely insane and do that, but ultimately, no, Batman probably wouldn't. But yeah, I think Batman would beat her. He's got more advantages than her. She does have some things, though, that he needs to be wary of. She is faster. His reflexes might be good enough to keep up, but in terms of raw speed, she could easily catch him off guard if he's not careful. And he does not have a proper answer to that sword. Nothing in his arsenal is actually really capable of taking on that sword. He's skilled enough to disarm her, except for himself. He's skilled enough to disarm her and get rid of the sword, which is I think, the most important aspect of this fight in terms of how she plays up against him. Either way, though, I go Batman. Who do you got? Let me know in the comments below. But until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you folks next time. Have a good one.